This video is about carnivorous plants or insectivorous plants. Carnivorous plants are plants that derive some or most of their nutrients from trapping or consuming animals or protozoa, typically insects and other arthropods. Because insects are one of the most common prey items for most carnivorous plants, they are sometimes called insectivorous plants. They share three attributes that operate together and separate them from other plants. First one is they can capture and kill prey. Second one, have a mechanism to facilitate digestion of the prey. Third is derive a significant benefit from nutrients assimilated from the prey. Carnivorous plants mostly live in areas where nutrients are low, especially nitrogen. These plants often grow in acid swamps deficient in needed elements or containing elements in forms not readily available to the plants. This inhibits the plant's capacity to maintain metabolic processes sufficient to meet their growth requirements. Their needs are, however, met by the supplementary absorption of nutrients from the animal kingdom. One question that comes to our mind when we are discussing about these plants is, can these plants photosynthesis? Of course, the answer is yes. So, why on earth do these plants need to catch flies to supplement their diet? That is because plants also need other micronutrients and minerals and things which they normally obtain through their roots. But carnivorous plants often live in awful nutrient poor places or very nutrient scarce environments. That is why they are catching insects, because if they catch an insect, insects have got very large quantities of iron, proteins, micronutrients, etc., that these plants have adapted and evolved to make use of. Carnivorous plants have different types of traps to catch prey. These plants exhibit diverse varieties of physical features such as leaf, roots, etc. as traps. Leaves are usually modified into traps. The trapping mechanisms are designated as active or passive depending upon whether they move to capture the prey or not. So, let us see the different types of traps that are found in insectivorous plants. First category is passive traps. These kind of traps do not move in any way to attract prey or not use any motion to catch their prey. These inactive traps can be further broken down into pitfall traps, lobsterport traps, and passive flypaper traps. First, let's discuss the pitfall traps. Modified leaves are used as individual pitfall traps by many types of pitcher plants. Leaves are modified into pit-like structures. These traps often have a nectar-producing portion near the entry of the trap and may also be brightly colored. Both features attracts insects. Downward pointing hairs can often be found inside these traps, which make it easy for insects to crawl in but much more difficult for them to get out. Some of these traps have liquid in the base which contains digestive fluids produced by the plants. Others do not have a pool of water but exude digestive enzymes once the insects starve in the traps. The most common examples are Nepenthes species and Sarracenia species. Next one is lobsterport traps. These are similar to pitfall traps. The parrot pitcher plant, that is Sarracenia psittacina, using this method to catch insect. This is similar to the traps used to catch lobsters. This trap has an entrance. Prey can easily find from the outside and enter, but from the inside it is difficult to find or exit. Once inside, the bug is confused by the presence of glassy windows known as areoles, which allow light into the trap. It cannot find its way out through the darker trap opening and is slowly digested by the plant. Next one is passive flypaper traps. It is seen in the Australian genus Biblis. These plants have glands that secrete a sticky substance that trap insects. Thus, any insect passing through such a mass of leaves is likely to be trapped. Insects are fooled into thinking that the glandular secretions are drops of nectar. Next, I am going to discuss about the active traps. These traps capture their prey or facilitate digestion by moving in some way. These traps also have different types. First one is active flypaper traps. Like the passive flypaper traps, these also secrete a sticky substance to entrap insects. In this case, the leaf edges close up around the prey once it is caught. The movement occurs too slowly to play any role in capturing the victim, but it prevents the loss of liquid nutrients during digestion and accelerates the process by moving the insect toward the center of the leaf. Two genera have this kind of trap. They are sundews, that is Drosera, and butterworts, that is Pincicula. Next type is snap trap. This is the kind of trap used by the most famous of all carnivorous plant, that is Venus flytrap Dionaea muscipula. The two-lobed leaf closes like a set of jaws, often very quickly. Trigger hairs are located inside each trap, which lies open waiting for an insect to crawl in. The sweet scent of nectar produced by these plants also attracts the insects. Once triggered, the trap closes and digestive enzymes are released to break the insect down into nutrients. Once digestion is complete, the trap opens. Next type of active trap is bladder traps. Utricularia species, commonly known as bladderworts, using this mechanism. These plants can be found both in terrestrial and aquatic habitats around the world. In terrestrial species, the tiny traps are located in the soil around the plants. These traps have trigger hairs located at the mouth of each trap, which are activated when an insect brushes against them. Aquatic species also have traps which are activated when insects swim by and brush the trigger hairs. Bladderworts are the fastest acting of any carnivorous plants. This takes less than a millisecond to suck in their prey. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel to get more videos like this, and also please like and share this video with your friends. Thank you.